Okay, now it's 1 o'clock. I just pulled in here. This is much nice now. Now, how's the stuff that was? See, it's amazing when you get some sun on stuff. I mean, this is where that should have been yesterday. And we could have got it. So, the 8 rounds are definitely a doable thing. Wish I knew what I was gonna... A couple of sample rounds earlier would have been nice to know how many bales I'm dealing with here. But, we're gonna go directly to raking. Well, we'll double the outside because it's actually the thinnest. Make ourselves some space. I'm having computer problems. I can't transfer from Power Director to YouTube. Doesn't recognize that it's there. Maddie somehow figured out how to force it through Studio the other day, but we're gonna, until I get this figured out exactly, we're gonna do it the easy way on the phone. Alright, well, we're going to go along here. When I get into those other rounds that were cut the day after, I'm going to check it very carefully, because if I can get a little bit more of it, I will. That's less I'll have for tomorrow. It's not making bad windrows for single 9-foot. Make a fair number of small squares out of that. Alright, well, I raked my 8 rounds and then I came 50 feet or so up this row and the 9th one here, and then I've been kind of half stalling. I forgot to put gas in that 50. I had enough, but if I continue, I may not. I've been kind of waiting to see what this does, if it'll go. I mean, it's going to be 4 or 5 hours before a baler hits this. And it's not. That's been out an extra 24 hours than this stuff has. And that got 3/100 of an inch of rain on it when it was partially dried on top, so it ain't leached much. I mean, when those are in a bale, they'll be nice looking bales. Didn't get really soaked through heavy or anything, but I think it'll make it without any trouble. Worst thing I can do is I'll have to tip the windrows over tomorrow to get the dew out of the bottom. We'll bale into this, and if it gets if I decide they're heavy, feel wet, whatever, we can stop. But I think they're going to be just fine in another, I don't know, I'm hoping there's 2 trailer loads in that 8 rounds. I think there very well could be. So I think I'm going to go 4 more. That'll leave not a whole lot left of this field. And then a piece across the road tomorrow. Should be doable. It's tough to say what's over there too. But it's right across the road, so whatever. Like I said, if I get in a pickle or have square baler problems, I'll round bale the stuff. But we're gonna go 4 more rounds. Okay, be honest in the comments. Who knew I was gonna rake the whole thing? It doesn't take that long to do it. I think we're fine. I mean, this would be as long as I ever let primarily grass hay lay out and never have any trouble with it. If there's too much to square bale, I'm just gonna round bale it. I'm gonna go hook the baler up now, just so when we've had enough with the squares, I'll just wrap the rest of it up. I have a complete aversion to letting hay that you can get there sit out for any reason, because it will rain. Yeah, I think this stuff will be no problem at all. Yeah, you don't leave hay layout because of picnics or birthday parties or the 4th of July or any other reason. When you bale hay, you bale hay. I don't know, I just feel like if you're gonna do it, do it. Now, if it was wet, it doesn't pay to do that. That's a whole different story. I gotta go collect my gas can here. But I mean, yeah, the stuff that these first 8 rounds here, I put a baler in them right now. You got plenty. Today's drying and yesterday's drying are 2 very different things. I don't know what the humidity is, but it's a whole lot less. And it's nearly all sunny. All right, well, I'll bring you back when we go to baling. Hay fields that single raked like this are pretty. So, right out of the gate, I stuck it in the outside double windrow. That was a terrible idea. Broken shear pins, big mess. Plugged it up solid. Want my John Deere. Show the people your mother baling. Cody just got home from work. We'll get him out here shortly. I think I'm making 1 load and round baling the rest. Baling in first gear. It Don't like any more than that right now. Alright, well, I would have 200 bales in the first 8 rounds that were cut. I got 58 in the first 2 rounds we baled. Got Cody on the tractor. Gina and Maddie are going to pick up my busted bales and use them for horses for the next 3-4 days. I'm not going to rebale them. So we plan on making 2 loads of squares, and then I'm getting a round baler. Well, here's 106 in 3.5 rounds. We're gonna go throw this off. Just pulling it there like this. We're gonna unload this one quick. It's all throwing right down on the floor, so it's easy, fast. We'll get rid of this and we'll come back and we'll make another whatever. And then I'm gonna have at it with the round baler. Make another load across the road tomorrow, maybe 2. I don't know, we'll see. 4 loads will feed the horses for a year plus a little spare. I want a little more than that, but there's nothing saying we can't go make 1 load down the road. Just make that first and then round bale the rest. That's what we did last year. Works. Now that things are not breaking, not sticking, we're back to having fun. And I know most people don't think stacking square bales on a trailer is fun, but some people have varying pain thresholds. I have a very low fun threshold. Doesn't take much to amuse me. Alright, 1 load off. We got a second one going here. Cody's got it in second, so I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to film. Is making 10 slab bales. It don't take long. Okay, I got a pile. Alright, well, we're back to round baling. All of a sudden my pressure gauge on this baler started working. Kind of wonkily, but it's working. I don't know what the deal is here. My silage bales bailed nice and tight. This one's a little floppy. I gave it a little bit of a turn. That stuff in the center is going to bail a little tighter, so I didn't want to get too carried away, but we'll see what it does. Oh, I'm in there on the second bale, practically panicking that there's something wrong with my hydraulics. Maybe you should turn it up from when you use a wrapper, huh? So, oh yeah, now we fixed it. Oh yeah. There's a nice bale. Almost said it went over 5.5 feet, so. These are on the farm and they're not going anywhere. They're getting fed to these cows. So if they're a little bit big, I don't have to carry them very far. Plus they weather better. Alright, well, I just realized I miscounted my square bales. I don't have 202, I have 196. So I'll have to make 4 extras tomorrow. So there's 202 of those and 13 of those big fat things. They're not quite 6 feet. They're probably 5, 6. Nah, they're over 5, 6. I'll measure one. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are liking these. I have no idea how Maddie's filming on the trailer was, but we'll throw it in there. Usually I'm holding the camera. You don't get to see me actually do any work. Thanks, everyone.